Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Monday that his government's original judicial overhaul proposal was bad and a mistake that would cause the pendulum to swing from one side to other months. After the coalition he leads advanced plan, the legislative process of the Knesset. However, he said he still intends to change the way Israel selects judges, calling it a minor correction. The comments, made during a meeting the Prime Minister had with U.S. billionaire Elon Musk in San Francisco and streamed live on Musk's X social media platform, appeared to mark a U-turn for Netanyahu, who authorized his government to move forward in January, despite mass protests and opposition voiced by countless senior officials. The revision package and its many bills are proceeding at lightning speed. He openly defended this plan in many media statements and speeches. Netanyahu suspended the law in late March as the country descended into near chaos with intense protests, threats, nationwide strikes, and tens of thousands reservists refusing to serve. Some of legislation has remained frozen since then, but a law banning courts from using reasonableness standard to review ministerial and government decisions came into effect in July. And key bill reforming Judicial Select Committee is far from being a mere grassroots vote. On Monday, the Prime Minister appeared to offer a different explanation. Accordingly, he decided to immediately halt the legislation of his own accord due to its problematic nature. I had majority in the Parliament and Knesset to legislate anything, but I didn't do it. I withdrew because I wanted this to be a consensus, he said. I came into office and was presented with a proposal that I thought was bad, Netanyahu said during his meeting with Musk, referring to the bill announced by Justice Minister Yariv Levin in January, less than a week after coalition came to office. It negates an imbalance by creating another imbalance. If court can rule against any decision made the government or parliament, then let's not fix this by having Parliament reject a simple majority any decision court makes. It was moving the pendulum from one side to the other, Netanyahu said. Musk was first to bring up the issue of judicial overhaul during a speech that also focused on anti-Semitism, confrontation with rogue actors, nations, and artificial intelligence, drew attention to protests held in front of Tesla offices. Prime Minister since starting his U.S. visit earlier in the day. Musk noted frankly, I probably got more negative reaction from people at Tesla about this interview than anything else I've ever done. In response, Netanyahu claimed that most of the protesters did not know what the revision was about. Israel is and always will be a strong democracy, Netanyahu said. We the people rule. 30 years ago, he said, the balance between the three branches of government in Israel began to change. And we have the most activist judicial court.